Okay, you guys, here's another tutorial of braiding healthy hair. My name is Francoise. This is my client. As you can see, he has a lot of hair. Okay, his hair is very, very long. On this tutorial, I will not be using any extension. I promised you that so you could see that you don't have to. Okay, his hair is wet. However, I asked him to wet it, but he only wetted just a little bit. Okay, so that's why I'm taking little pieces of hair. When people have hair and you're into healthy hair, you don't break their hair off. Okay, just take little by little and with a big comb. Okay, it's very important that you use a big comb because people usually are in a lot of pain when you use smaller combs. And plus, you don't want to damage the hair. Okay, so I am combing through his hair. Yeah, I'm combing through it enough so it won't be. Okay, and you can section off. Okay, so when you are getting ready to do all your stuff, you section off the hair. You don't use all of the hair. Once again, I'm going to use the Bio Silk. I love putting a little bit of Bio Silk on the hair. Okay, he has a lot of hair. So his hair be needing a lot of love. Okay, and I know you saying I don't see you put nothing on there. Don't even look like it has nothing on there. But I promise you, I'm using enough of this so when I do blow dry, like I said again, it will not damage. So here's my blow dryer. I told you I'll show you who I use. This Finny Heat, okay? And before I blow dry, I'm gonna section off because his hair is pretty thick. So I'm gonna section some off, okay? I'll just try to do this part first and then come back to doing the remaining. Notice I'm not going all the way out to the end. I'm just getting enough to pull it right now because I don't want to damage the hair. Okay, each section that I get straightened out enough back here in the back. This is straightened back here. I'm just going to take it and twist it and put it away so I can get to the rest of the hair. And once I finish blow drying, I will come back to the video. This is going to take a minute. Okay, so as you see, I have blow dried the hair. It's standing tall. I can remember when the hair was a little shorter. Remember that, Isaiah? Mm-hmm. His hair has really, really, really grown, okay? And so, like I told you before, we are going to do the same thing that we did with the other client, okay? I am going to take my Sulfur 8 and I am going to go in his scalp, okay? I am greasing his scalp. I'm not submerging his scalp. I'm not suffocating his scalp. I am just basic greasing the scalp, okay? I want to make sure that his hair is okay, okay? I'm not putting a lot. I'm just putting enough. Okay, I'm going through the hair. Remember, when you're doing a person's hair, you're doing hair care and not just trying to look good. Trying to make sure that the hair is very, very, very much cared for. You know. Okay. I'm going to tell you about my do grow. Okay. I'm putting it in his scalp. Putting it around. Okay. I am massaging it in there. The hair needs some love. It's called massaging. You don't take your fingernails and put inside the person's hair. You take the ball parts of your fingers and you massage it. Okay. Now that you have did that, remember I talked about some of my clients, I actually flat iron their hair before braiding. I will do that with this client, and for the reason being is because I will not be using any weave, okay? Remember, this one I'm not using weave, so I kind of want it just to be, my braids to be a little bit smoother than before. So I am going to make sure that it is as straight as I can get it so that my braids, it can look smooth. Okay, so I'm just going through blow drying. Just flat ironing it. Just pulling them little cake ends off. I may even clip his ends today because he haven't had his hair cut up here in a while. The last time I did it, he had color throughout of it, and the color done grew all the way up. So it is that time to just, but if you notice, his hair is thick all the way to the end of his hair. His hair is not limp It's not off or satin or anything. It's completely thick all the way to the ends of his hair. Okay, so that means I have not did anything to damage his hair. His hair loves me and I love the hair. Okay, even with the color. Today is Sunday. It's May the 22nd, I think. No, April 22nd, I'm sorry. We have been in quarantine and we have been in a place where you cannot, you cannot do hair or anything. You have to do social distancing. So we have been released since a Friday here in Atlanta where we can do clientele hair. Supposed to have on your mask and all of that. Okay, if I was at a shop where I was seeing more than 5 people in 5 minutes, I would have my mask. But this is my own personal salon. I know he's okay, and I'm okay, so we're good. Like I said again, I'm just going through, pulling the hair forward some. I'm not trying to give him the shaft haircut or hair iniquity or nothing like that, although he could rock a bob. He could rock a good bob. However, that is not the mandate here. The mandate here is just to get, so when I braid, it be as smooth as I could possibly get it, okay? My braids can look very, 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 very nice. I still use all the stuff. I might not use styling gel on his hair as well. I may just only use the jam. I may only use the jam because it's his hair, you know. And when it's with their hair, you want to make sure you don't overkill it. And now that I have did that, you see that? That's just a basic. This is what your hair should look like if you're all natural. You don't have any chemicals on your hair. You're trying to get through it. If I was trying to do him a silk bob, of course I would do other things. He didn't want much this time. He didn't want a big old style. He just wanted to be able to look nice, I guess, on his pages, YouTube page, no, Snapchat pages. So he can look good, okay? So this is how the hair should look once you're finished with that. He just asked for 3 braids. Was it 3 or 4? I'm changing it. Okay. So we are changing, people. Thank goodness I am flexible. Let's look at what I'm changing to. Okay. So he wants this style, people. Can you see it? Should I get closer? Okay, he wants this style. So, all right. That requires some work. let's get to it. All right. So I may use a little more styling gel than I thought. So once again, he wants the sides. What I'm doing now, all I'm doing is measuring off kind of where I'm going. I have not made my complete look. No, I have not. However, I'm making sure that whatever I'm doing, it lines up and it be even on both sides. Okay, so now put them up in a little ponytail up here so I can have some things. If your part is not as straight as you want it, remember to take this jam, less jam. So you don't think I'm kidding with you. You can take less jam and go inside of the braids. Okay, go along the part, in the part. Okay, and that will help you get your part like 100% straight. If you are a person that's kind of you just like for your parts to look extra thick, straight, and you want to do it, that's no big deal. It's not a big deal. So you just put your little jam on it or a little grease on it. If you don't have jam, use grease. And I will get started. Woo! Dropping stuff. Please forgive me. See where my scissors are? How could it be that I can't find my stuff when I need it? Hey. Okay, so forget that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take extra jam and I'm going to go along the, see how I'm putting it on here like you, if you know how to perm hair, it look like this. Okay, you're putting it on the side of it. Okay, not only are you not doing it there, you're going to put it on the underside of this hair as well. Okay, and it will not stay white, just in case you're wondering. And I am going to use my Pro Styling Gel. A little bit on there because he could use some on here. Just to make it stay a little longer than norm. Okay? And so, I'm off to braiding. Make sure you take small portions. Actually, I don't like how it looks when I begin. Like, I got some extra somewhere. when you're braiding with product, you can't often see what the braid looks like, because sometimes the product is on top of the braid because you're pulling the braid, and that's fine as long as you have a nice groove. You should be okay. Okay, but it won't stay there. Remember, it will not stay there. Y'all have to stay tuned and start watching me, because I have a lot of different gifts, okay? My gifts, they are quite amusing to me. As you all know, I sing gospel music. Download my music on your smartphones from any of the smart devices, or whatever you call, like, what is that? What people download on it, Isaiah? iTunes, Spotify, any of those things. If you have it, please go look at my music. It's called, I have a song called One Word, Holy Spirit. I have a gospel workout song called You Got to Try. Although I don't look like I'm trying, but there is a song out there called You Got to Try. It's out there. And I'm getting ready to release a new song called I Have a Right and a Reason to Praise Him. I think y'all should really try it out and listen to my music. Share, like, click, okay? I'm doing the exact same thing that I did on the right side. I'm doing it on this side, okay? There's no deviation in what I'm doing. I took my jam, put it in my, I know some people want to be able to see this braid that I'm doing. And I promise I'll get better with my content so it can be feasible for everyone's eyes. But I will show you pictures after I'm finished, what it looks like when I'm done, how I do. I really do love doing hair. I love to care for people's hair. I like for people's hair to grow. I think a lot of people wear a lot of weave, and they don't know how to quite manage their hair. They look for the look to look so well and look so extremely good that they mess up, because it ain't always about the look. Sometimes it's about the care of your hair. What's the purpose in having a wig when your hair underneath is falling out because you refuse to put some oil on your scalp, or you refuse to wash it thoroughly to make sure it's thoroughly clean. Those type things I'm talking about. Okay, and remember what I told you is when you're going to the, the middle of someone's head, you're gonna go like this, or from their nose, so you can see if you're going straight down the middle. Okay, but I'm not worried about this one being straight, because I'm gonna put the braid in the middle and not just the part. Okay, so take my clips, put that off. I've come through many hard trials and temptation on every hand. You know Satan tries to stop me when he places my feet on sinking sand. Through the pain and all of my sorrow, through the tears and all of my fears, was there to keep me, for he kept me in the midst of it all. Okay, so I've made my part there straight. Okay, put this over here. Take this off. I'm a person where I really believe you should use all of your gifts. Okay, so we are finished. And I told you I would show you Isaiah's hair once I'm done. I have not put him underneath the dryer, but you get a chance to see the braid pattern that is happening. And like I said, you'll often see all of the stuff that you braided with. Okay, so now the next step, or the final step, let me get it right. The final step will be, you're going to take some Lottie Body, put all on the head, okay? Okay, should put all on the hair. You're able to, can you turn it off for me, please? Thank you. So I have time to finish up this. Put your head down for me. Some strips. Some people only use a couple of strips. Okay. And I'm gonna make up a little bit for me. I make them like a bullet, y'all. If you want your braids to come out real good, you will follow these steps, okay? Okay. So then I put them underneath the dryer. And you only need him there for about 10 minutes. And we will resume once we're finished.